Oh, yes. The fast time to kill saved me there. Oh my god. No way. What's up, everyone? It's your boy Slay Ridah here, and just like the title says, I turned the recently buffed AMR9, which is an SMG, by the way, into one of the absolute best assault rifles here in Warzone 3. And when I say the absolute best, I'm not clickbaiting or trolling at all. I really do think this could contend for the #1 spot for long range, if not at least top 3. And I'm going to go over the stats here shortly to show you, to back it up of what I'm saying. But in terms of time to kill at all ranges, and even bullet velocity, and especially recoil control, there is very little recoil on here, even compared to something like the Ram 7, which is very low recoil, and also a top option right now. This thing really has very little recoil and just good overall stats, and some of the best stats in the game for long range. And it's actually my #1 pick for my long range option when I'm trying as hard as I can, and it's the weapon that I do the best with in terms of assault rifles. And so that shows you how much trust I have in this thing. And of course, I've also got a gameplay to go along with it in a lobby where I really needed the best weapon I could get, and this was it. So stick around for that if you got some time. But before I get to the class setup on here, I just wanted to go over the stats really quickly on this gun in terms of time to kill compared to other top meta choices, top options. So comparing the AMR9 here, which is the yellow line, this is the time to kill to the chest on TrueGameData.com. Thanks to Tony for hooking us up with these stats. And we are looking at, like they said, the time to kill in milliseconds to the chest, compared to the NTZ-762, the Bass B, the Bruin, the Pulemyot 762 with the conversion kit, and the Ram 7. And these all have barrels that I would put on them in order for the chart to accurately reflect the ranges of each individual gun more accurately. And of course, before we go over the stats on the time to kill for the AMR9, I just wanted you to keep in mind that this thing, like I said, got recently buffed, and what that did was make it more powerful and a faster time to kill at short and long range. And that's what makes this a good assault rifle option now with the setup that I got on it. And of course, this thing also has very little recoil. That's also what makes it a top tier option in my opinion, because not only with the good stats, as you can see here to begin with, it also has very little recoil, so you can actually achieve those time to kills realistically. And also, the only downside to this gun is the fact that you are running SMG ammo, and so that is of course a big downside, where you will be running through 2 guns worth of SMG ammo if you're using a secondary SMG for short range. So in order to get around that a little bit, I would just recommend carrying, you know, another stack of SMG ammo in your inventory, and that way you'll have extra. And of course, that will take up a little bit of extra space. So to get around that, you might want to run tempered as a perk, which is probably one of the best perks for that category for that perk slot, in my opinion. And tempered makes you only have to use 2 plates to heal instead of 3, so you can carry less plates in your inventory to make room for more SMG ammo to store. So it kind of negates the fact that you are running SMG ammo on 2 weapons. And so that can really help to negate the fact and make it a good pick despite running only SMG ammo on the AMR9 for long range. So even though that is the detriment to it, I think it's still worth running. And that being said, let's look at the time to kill and start comparing this. And as we can see, the yellow line here is the AMR9, and it starts out on the bottom here, and then as the fastest killing gun out the 32 meters, and then after 32 meters we start to see it's starting to tie neck and neck in the mid-range with the Ram 7. From 32 to 37 meters, the Ram keeps its time to kill for that 5 meters. But other than that, it's neck and neck. And even at 49 meters, the RAM starts to fall off compared to the AMR9. And the reason I'm comparing the RAM, which is the red line, by the way, so much to the AMR9 is because that's pretty much the top tier meta choice for long range right now. So I'm comparing it to the top tier meta long range option. And I'm not looking at the BAS-B so much here. I'm just having it there for reference because this is a really high recoil gun. So you're not going to get the benefit of running a low recoil gun with that because it's high recoil, obviously. So there you go. That's why I am not comparing it too much to that, but more to the Ram 7. And like I said, the mid-range is just neck and neck with the Ram 7. And then when we get beyond 50 or 60, or when we get beyond 60 meters, we can see the yellow line here is on the bottom of everything else, and the Ram is all the way up here. So the AMR9 kills 885 milliseconds at long range, and then the Ram 7 kills 964 milliseconds. So it's killing almost 80 milliseconds faster at this range, which is pretty significant. And the fact that it's the fastest killing at range, but it's an SMG, is crazy. And not only that, but you'll actually be able to hit, you know, realistically achieve this time to kill at this range due to the low recoil on this gun and the fact that you'll be able to hit your shots just like you would with the Ram 7 because it has pretty low recoil. But this has just as low recoil as the Ram 7, if not less, like I was saying. But the fact that it kills at 60 meters and beyond, it's the fastest killing, and from 0 to 32 meters, it's the fastest killing by 500. It starts out at 576 milliseconds for the AMR9, as we can see, and the Ram 7 is about 65 milliseconds behind at 640 milliseconds. So that's a significant advantage in the close range, in the 32 meter range. So that's why I really prefer this gun, is because it kills quicker up close. In the mid range, it's neck and neck with all the other options. And then at the long range, it's the fastest killing option, and you can actually realistically achieve these time to kill at that range because of the low recoil. So that's what makes this gun so dominant right now, is the fact that, here, I'll try to show you the different time to kill at different ranges here. But that's what makes this so dominant, this gun so dominant, is that it also doesn't suffer in its bullet velocity or its range against these assault rifles, and actually has the fastest time to kill against these other top tier weapons. And I just don't think people have really thought about using this as an assault rifle, or people are just drawn away from it because it uses SMG ammo, and that can be a detriment. But I think it's worth the trade-off because you're killing 65 milliseconds faster within 32 meters. Because think of how many times you have a fight within 30 meters. You have it at 20 meters, 25 meters. You're going to be killing so much faster than any other gun in the game, just melting them like they're up close and you are in their face with this gun, because of the barrel and the other attachments I have on here for the range. So that's what makes it the best gun in the game, in my opinion. It's my personal best, and at least top 3 if it's not number 1. But according to these stats, this is the number 1 gun in my opinion. So that being said, we can start to look at the class setup I got here for you. And starting out with the optic, I've got the Eagle's Eye on here, and normally I would run a 1-time scope because that would make your recoil less, but since the recoil is very manageable on this gun to begin with, we can go with the 2.5x, and it's worth the trade-off for the extra zoom, because when you zoom in, of course, you have more recoil to control. So if you do want even less, I would recommend putting on a 1x optic so you don't have to pull down as much, but you barely do anyway, so I wouldn't recommend it. So the AMR9 Enforcer barrel, long barrel, this is what makes this gun into an assault rifle, essentially, because it adds 24% range and 12% bullet velocity. And then also I have a bullet velocity from another attachment, but this is the overall bullet velocity on it is 809 meters per second, which is really good. It's just in line with all the other assault rifle or long range options, and it's not a detriment. Even though this is SMG, it still has a really good bullet velocity, so that's always good to see. And also, of course, the barrel helps you with your recoil as well. And then we've got the Jack BFB here, and instead of a silencer or anything like that, this is what really helps to make this low recoil, because this attachment helps, ever since it dropped, has made a lot of guns a lot more viable. And so this is really necessary, because without this attachment, the recoil can be a little bit crazy. And it does show your direction and ping on the enemy map, but in my opinion, it's still worth the trade-off, because I would still be running this on the Ram 7 and all my other long-range options, because I prefer extra recoil control compared to a silencer that has very little recoil control, because I don't mind showing up on the map personally, because I feel like I want to be able to hit my shots with the extra recoil control. That's going to keep me alive longer than not showing up on the map, because I'm going to be winning those gunfights due to having better recoil control, in my opinion. So that's how I look at it. And then I've got the high grain rounds on here for extra damage range and bullet velocity, essential. That's what brings it up all the way up to 809 with the barrel along with it. And then it hurts your recoil a tiny bit, but barely at all. The Jack BFB muzzle really negates the effects that the recoil has on this. And then we got the 50 round mag here. And of course, you can run out of ammo a little bit fast on here. So if you want, put the 100 round drum on here, but I wouldn't recommend it, because it brings your ADS movement speed from 2.3 meters per second to 1.9 meters per second. It makes you just feel like you're moving in the mud. Even though this is a long range option, I still prefer to have a little bit of ADS movement speed for those mid-range fights, so you're not just a static target. And so the thing about a 50 round drum, the 50 round magazine though, is that the damage per magazine is a little bit on the lower end. But if you think of it in terms of, a lot of people like the MTZ-762, and that has about only 1600 damage per mag, and this has about 1700 damage per magazine. So this is actually in line with the MTZ-762 with its 30 round magazine in terms of damage per magazine. So it's actually not too bad of a damage per magazine. And so there's not really much downsides to this. The only downside is that it's running SMG ammo, and that's the only thing. But at the end of the day, it's just crazy, because this is SMG after all. So it should not be this good at long range. And then, of course, this is the striker that I was running in today's gameplay, if you were wondering. And that's why I wasn't running tempered. I was running the stalker perk, because this is a strafe build with a 4.1 meters per second movement speed. I wouldn't recommend this to anybody except the masters of recoil control, because this is like, has no recoil control on it. It's all about ADS movement speed to kind of dodge shots. So that's what this was, just more of a fun build than anything. And really actually one of the best guns if you can manage the recoil on it, but not really for, just more for fun, like I said. So let's go into the fire range and look at the AMR9 and kind of how it handles here. And we can start to see the recoil on here, just how good it is. It's really easy to control. Pretty much it goes up and to the right a tiny bit, and then just up and straight. So you can see, boom. I'm just barely pulling down on it. And then this is me not even controlling the recoil. We can see it pretty much just went straight up with a slight curve to the right. And then if I shoot at this wall, we could see the recoil pattern real quick. See, tiny bit to the right, and then up from there, but a really straight, super nice recoil. I don't know why I can't say that word. And just super easy to shoot. But like I said, try this out. I really do think this is the #1 meta option right now, even though it's an SMG and nobody's talking about it. I don't know why. I think it's just people like don't want to run the SMG ammo on it. But if you try this out, let me know how you like it. And if you liked the video and found this helpful or entertaining in any way. Let me know by leaving a like, maybe subscribe, and I hope to see you next time. Now ride out with your boy. Where'd this guy go? Crazy man. Another crazy man. Can't track these people. Oh no. Bad timing for him. What is this? Why is he still challenging me, and how did he get me that weak? I didn't miss a shot on him. Where are my bullets going? What the fuck? So lucky I couldn't see his little feet. Oh my god.
You got a loadout drop inbound.
Bro, how is he so good? You're the best player in the world!
Get to the new safe zone.
Oh my god. No, I need a fucking plate. Hello? Hello?
Why are we still here?
Where, man?
Contract failed. Squad mate was
Oh, wow.
KIA.
Lost track of him.
You got gas moving in.
No, bro. I'm surrounded. Oh. Oh, pal.
UAV is bingo fuel. RTB at this time.
Oh my god. That truck almost got me killed, pushing me there. Or whatever happened. I don't even know what happened. There he is. The guy that's high alerting me.
Gas is inbound, marking a new safe zone.
Dude got fucking fried, dude. Oh my god.
Friendly loadout drops on the way.
Oh, I heard something behind me.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah, we should probably reset.
Gas is closing in.
Go, go, go! Look at this guy, he wants to challenge again, man. There's no shot. Oh, went the wrong way. Oh, I'm getting held out from behind. Fuck. I need ammo. Battling.
You got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
Why?
I had to wrap back around, man. There was a sniper. I had to wrap around this way. He might have been able to hear me in game chat there.
You're in the top 10. Keep knocking them out.
Dude, my live pings never work.
Move it.
Hearing somebody in here. I'm gonna try to not high alert them at first. Sweet. Definitely somebody in the water here, but I need this ammo.
Got 4 remaining. Stay sharp. Closing in. Relocating.
I broke you. Oh, this is dangerous going up here. But I want to, like, clear it out.
Gas is closing in.
Let me get... Oh, shit. Somebody's up here. I don't have nades. Okay, I can't challenge this guy on high ground. Is this clear? There's no way. There's only one person left other than... Okay, here's... Ah, I got stuck on the box.
Gas is inbound, marking a new safe zone. Gas is inbound.
We like both have to team up on this guy, man. Oh my god, there's no way. Bro!
Oh boy, only 5 remain.
How did he must have heard me go around. And I just choked my shots there.
Just an opportunity to do better.
Damn.
Got your pause?